Hi everyone, this week we will try to answer Lab 3 comparisons, conditionals and while loops questions. Let's start with the first one. First question asking to write a program that asks the user for two numbers and prints out the larger one. Uh, for example, we will give 12 and 45 and it will return us the larger number, it is 45. To be able to do it, first of all, we will ask to user input first number and second number, and we will convert them to integer. Then we will use if condition statement, and we will check if number one greater than number two, it will print the number one. Otherwise, it will print number two. Let's run it. And to check it, I will follow the numbers which we gave on the left sheet. Let's write 12, let's write 45. Yep, it is working correctly. And in the second question, we are asking to calculate body mass index. It is BMI. And for calculating, we will use this formulation. And the health categories are defined like that one: underweight, normal weight, overweight, and obese. And once we put 1.75 meter and 68 kilograms, it should calculate BMI number as a 22.20 and the category should be under normal weight. So first of all, again, we will ask the user to input height and weight and we will convert them to float numbers this time. Then we are writing this formulation here. Then we're gonna print what is the calculation of BMI number. Then again we will use if, elif, and else condition this time. And if BMI number less than 18.5, be careful, we are using dot here, right? Not comma. Then it will run the code under if condition, otherwise it will check other conditions. Let's run it. And if I write 1.75 as a height and 68 as a weight, okay, it is working correctly. And next question asking, write a program that asks the user to enter numerical grade between 0 to 100, and program should convert numerical grades to corresponding letter like AA, BA, And to be able to do it, we will define some conditions statements here, like if 85 grade, if grade greater than 85 but less than 100, it should be AA. Once you check it, you will understand this part. And in the beginning, we should ask again input to grades, and we will ask to user to input it, and we will convert it to integer. Then it will check and it will return the letter. Let's run it. If I put here, for example, 82, it should return BA, as you can see. Or we can write exactly that one. If I write 92, it should return A. And next question, print numbers starting from 100 and count down to 0. This time please use while loop. Okay, we are in question 4. Okay, to be able to do it, first of all, we should define number as 100, and I will define while loop here, and every time it will decrease 1, and it will once it will reach to 0, the while loop will terminate. Let's run it. As you can see, it is working correctly. It's starting from 100 and going to 0. Next question, show numbers starting at 50 and decreasing by 5 until 0. It means it will start 50 and it will go 44, 45, 40, 35, 30, something like this till 0. Again, I will define one number from 50 and I will decrease by 5 every time. Once it reaches to, I mean the number value, reaches to 0, it will terminate this loop. As you can see, it is working. And question 6, display all integers between 1 and 500 that are divisible by 3. Please use while loop again. Okay, we will define number from 1 and we will increase by 1 every time. So in that way we can check the numbers or integers between 1 to 500. So first of all it will start from 1 and it will try to divide by 3, and if there is any if there is no reminder, it means it can be divisible with this number. It can be divisible with 3. So let's check it. Once we run it, it will start from 3, 6, 9, and it will go to the till 498. Now we can continue with question 7. Ask the user to enter a number n and then calculate and print the sum of all odd numbers from 1 to n. If the user enters Q, letter Q, terminate the program using break. And if the user enters a negative number, skip that input using continue. So we solve these two. We solve these two command, break and continue, in our lecture, right? If you check the notes, you will see it. And to be able to do it, first of all, we will open while loop here, and we will ask user to input a number. If the user put Q, it will go under this condition and it will print program terminated and break, right? With break function or comments, the loop will be terminated. And otherwise, the n will be converted to integer. Then we will check again. If n less than 0, it means it is -1, -2, -3. Then this condition will be run and it will print negative number entered and it will call the continue command. Continue means just go back from beginning right here, but not terminate while loop. Just go to beginning. And it will ask again one more time, enter a number. If our numbers, or if the number user puts not minus greater than 0, then it will come that part and we will define total equal to 0 and I equal to 1, and I will use one more while loop here, and we will increase I number by 1 until the while loop conditions terminated or changed to false. So in that way we are gonna find here if the number is odd or not. If it is odd, then it will sum all values together. Then end of this while loop finish, I mean the inside of the while loop, then it will print the total numbers to screen, right? Okay, let's check together. If I write 10 here, it's supposed to return 25. And if I put -4, it should go here. It will print negative number and it will go back again. Enter a number. And if I enter 7, it's supposed to say 16. If I enter Q, it's supposed to terminate program, right? Okay, now we can continue with question 8. Write a Python program that asks the user to enter a positive integer n, and the program should then generate and display all prime numbers less than or equal to n. Remember that a prime number is a natural number greater than 1 that has no positive divisors other than 1 and itself. I just take screenshot from there and go to the paint to explain a little bit more. Let's say user put here 20 and then it will print, okay, the prime numbers up to 20, you will see in the screen, and we define number from 2 and we will open a while loop here. Then here it will check num variable if less than n means our numbers 20. Yes, then it will go inside of this loop, and we are gonna define is underscore prime as a true and I equal to. Then we will check here the wizard control. Uh, 2 times 2 less than or equal to num value. Num was 2. So here is 4 less than or equal to 2. So that one is false, right? Not correct. So we will not go inside of this while loop. So it will go directly here and it will print num. Num value it is 2 in the screen. Then it will continue like that one. Then if you check and spend a little bit of time, you'll understand exactly. And the code here, again, let's run it. If I put 20, it will go like, I show you here the first one, 2. Then it will, increase the number, num value by 1. It will go to again, here, 3. Then it will check one more time and, follow the same steps and you will see these results in the screen. Let's continue with question 9. Write a Python function that completes the factorial of a given non-negative integer n. To be able to do it, first of all, we should define this function here. I say def factorial n, and here I ask to user to input some number and I will convert it integer, and this part I will check it if it is negative or positive number. If it is positive number, it will calculate the factorial by calling function from here. Otherwise, it will return okay, it's not positive number and factorial is not defined for negative numbers. Spend a little bit of time here, you will easily understand. It's so basic. And for optional question, the Taylor series expansion of sinus is like that one. And I ask you to write this function and calculate it. You can check the answer and understand. Thank you very much for joining this lab.